President, Todd Blanche's Department of Justice continues to let criminals off the hook so long as they're loyal to Donald Trump. Yesterday, Trump's DOJ forced a judge to throw out the charges against 8 members of the radical extremist Oath Keepers who were convicted of seditious conspiracy for plotting the January 6th insurrection. Horrendous. Doesn't get any more un-American than this. Doesn't twist America's values into a tortured knot. Trump already gave the insurrectionists clemency. Now, he's wiping their records clean. But there's no erasing what the Oath Keepers and the rest of the mob did at Trump's command on January 7th. I saw them in this building. They were not on a tour. They were aimed at destruction, to maim, and even in a few cases, murder. We can't afford to forget what happened that day. Now, Trump has sent the country a clear message. There's no consequences for sedition, no punishment for attacking police, no repercussions for ransacking the Capitol to steal an election, so long as you do it in Trump's name. No wonder his numbers are so terrible. No wonder the American people are turning against him. No one in our history has done things as bad as this. Trump won't just give you clemency for committing a crime on his behalf, he'll give you a reward. The whole purpose of Trump's $2 billion MAGA slush fund is to funnel taxpayer dollars to the Oath Keepers and other Trump cronies. Just the other day, Trump himself defended his slush fund, describing it, quote, a reimbursement for the pain that January 6th insurrectionists suffered. Donald, what pain have these insurrectionists suffered? You let them off scot-free. Republicans don't get to yap about being the party of law and order when they're handing out pardons and cash rewards like candy to convicted cop beaters. Do Senate Republicans want to give a promotion to Blanche, the same guy who came up with the idea of these reparations for rioters? There's still no legal guardrails stopping Trump and Blanche from giving payouts to January 6th insurrectionists at the taxpayers' expense. That's unacceptable. The only thing these criminals deserve is a cold cell, not Americans' hard-earned taxpayer dollars. Now, Trump's going to Nevada today to tout his disastrous economic record. His going is an insult to every Nevadan reeling from higher costs. If there's one place where Americans know how to spot a losing hand, it's Las Vegas. Donald Trump, they see your losing hand. Nevadans know better than anyone that Trump's economy has gone bust. Does Trump want to brag about how Nevadans are paying $4.80 for a gallon of gasoline because of his war? Will Trump tout how more than 36,000 Nevadans have lost their health coverage because Trump cut $1 trillion from our health care system to give billionaires another tax break? Nope. While grocery prices continue rising, will Trump explain to the more than 78,000 hungry Nevadans who have lost food assistance that his policies are working exactly as intended? Or maybe Trump wants to thump his chest about how the $3,100 extra Nevadans are spending because of Trump's failed policies that have wiped out any extra tax refund they saw this year. Trump can't bluff his way out of the economic disaster he's unleashed on the American people. Nope. He can have all the bluff and bravado and lies he wants. It's not going to wash because people are experiencing the hurt that Trump has inflicted upon them. On Iran, Trump seems to think that opening his mouth and opening the Straits of Hormuz are the same thing. Once again, Trump is making big claims that a deal to reopen the strait is imminent. How many times have we heard that? Whenever Trump says there's a deal, it means one of two things. Either the strait is still staying closed, or it opens for a couple of days and then it closes again. None of his deals have come to fruition, and gas prices continue to rise. At this time, there are rumors he's willing to give up even more control of the Strait to Iran to open it. That's true. Donald Trump has put himself in such a difficult position in Iran, blundering his way into a war with no goal, with no preparation, with no future. And he then tries, he's stuck. He's going to try to get out of it, but mark my words, he'll surrender to Iran in a sense. He will have to sue for peace, and the Iranians will emerge stronger and America weaker. It's his only way out. Once again, Trump is doing all of these things. Which one will it be this time, Donald, when it comes to the Strait? How many days after you say the Strait will open up will it close again? When are you going to get out of the way and let real diplomats negotiate an end to the war that ensures the free flow of shipping through the Strait? Americans can't fuel their cars on wishful thinking and empty promises, and Senate Democrats have now forced 13 votes on the Iran power resolution to end Trump's disastrous war. We'll keep forcing votes as long as it takes until Senate Republicans help us bring our troops home, end this war, and bring costs down. And on the CR, Senate Democrats have been unequivocal. We want to work across the aisle to keep the government open. The CR gives us the maneuvering room we need to hash out a budget that makes life more affordable for the American people and reins in Trump's administration's chaos and corruption. Throughout these negotiations, Senate Democrats are fighting for working families. And thanks to Senator Patty Murray's efforts, we have fended off Trump's harmful effort to hold hostage federal grants that would support communities stretching from one end of the nation to the other. Trump has this amazing philosophy. If you're a red state, you deserve the taxpayers' money. If you're a blue state, you don't. And he totally skews our grant giving to help his friends and to punish his enemies when it has no basis in law, fact, justice, fairness. The American people are counting on Congress to come together and deliver, and that's what Senate Democrats are fighting to do every day. I yield the floor and note the absence of a quorum.